Vanderwall, born in 1921. I am 96 years old.
That's our grandma.
Right.
And in 1961, I met my husband.
Not 1961.
41.
1941. It's
41.
Okay.
I would have been illegitimate.
All right.
How'd you meet your husband?
I met him at a dance, a USO dance, and he was with other soldiers. He was a paratrooper.
Mhm.
And
Where
when
was he
I
from?
came in the door, he said, "Boy, I've got to dance with this girl." So he walked up to me and asked me to dance. And from then on, he spent the whole summer with me until he was shipped out to New Guinea.
And you were a student nurse.
What's that?
You were a student nurse at the
How'd you
time.
become
Oh yeah,
a
I
student
was a student
nurse?
nurse at that time.
You were
in my
poor
last
Italian.
year. In my last year. And he stayed with me all summer. We were dating. And the supervisor of the hospital, of the nursing home, she knew that he was a soldier. He was going off. So she let us sit in the parlor and stay a long time before it was time to go to bed.
Ooh.
Grandma.
Risque.
Yeah.
In the parlor.
Things didn't happen in those days.
All right. Yeah. And then.
Okay.
Then he stayed all summer because the refrigeration on his boat was
He
It
wasn't
doesn't matter.
working, so he had to stay
well,
longer.
it was
Broken.
It had to be broken. It had to be fixed. And so when it was fixed, he and his paratroop friends sailed away, and that was it.
Say how handsome he was in his uniform.
Well, I thought he was handsome. He was.
And Grandma, what? He moved from Minnesota to here and never went back.
He was from Minnesota, and he had been engaged, this girl. And when he came down here, of course, he met me. And like all the rest of the boys, they found other girls. And forgot about the girls they left behind.
Mm.
And
Well, how did you end up going to nursing school? You didn't have the money. You were a poor Italian.
to nursing school. Well, I went to nursing school because there weren't too many opportunities
But how'd
for
you pay
girls
for
during
it?
that time. And so you had to be a secretary or a nurse or a school teacher. So my brother's choice told me, he said, I can't
Keep supporting you.
support you the rest of your life, so you better be something. So I became a nurse.
But didn't you go to business school first?
Oh yeah, I went to business school. I was terrible. I couldn't do anything in business school. I couldn't do shorthand, I couldn't type, couldn't do anything.
So you ended up being a
I
nurse.
ended up being a nurse.
But who paid for that? Because you didn't have no money.
And
Any money.
it cost $50 to become a nurse. And I didn't have the $50. So my friend, Ina Bayer, she paid my tuition.
Wow.
And that's when I went in. She was always a good friend until she died.
And how long were you a nurse for, Grandma?
I was a nurse for 3 solid years. No days off, not one day off and all.
Not only
From
3
19
years.
No.
From
Your
1942.
whole career.
Your whole
from
career.
19...
Till
41.
84 when Daddy died.
Oh, you mean the whole year?
Yeah.
Oh, I was a nurse for 44 years.
Wow. And you're still part of a group of nurses that get together,
Yes,
right?
I still am part of a group. I'm the oldest one in the group, still alive.
And what do they do every time you show up?
And every time they show up, they call my what?
Use
My
school year.
school year, and they stand up when they say, "Oh, she's still here," and they stand up. I have a standing ovation every year.
And about 3 years ago, they gave her a platinum certificate for 74 years, whatever. Maybe they were afraid she wouldn't make the 75, but
Right.
she told them. She keeps going back.
She keeps going back.
And so I'm still at it. I mean, I still was at it.
So back to Grandpa though. So Grandpa, he came back from Minnesota, and then y'all planned to get married, right? And tell us the
He
story.
came back in 1942 in June, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And he stayed here, and every year he would come every month every week he would come to visit me, and he was AWOL because he didn't have permission to come. And
Ooh.
he didn't have any money, so he would come all the way from Georgia here every weekend on his thumb,
Wow.
every weekend.
And then so y'all decide y'all were gonna get married.
We decided we'd get married in 1942, and the war had just ended, I think, the week before we decided to get married.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did, we did it all in 1 week. My same friend, Miss Anna, she gave me the money to buy a dress. It was bought, sewed in 1 week. It
Wow.
was a pretty dress, too.
What'd you do with it?
Well, who wore it after you? Aunt Susie.
Oh, and then my friend Aunt Susie,
Who's still your
I
friend?
gave it to.
Still your friend after all this time.
96. Y'all both 96, huh?
She's 95.
She's 95.
Well,
Oh.
same thing.
She's younger.
Oh, she's younger.
She's younger.
So she borrowed your dress when she got married?
So when she got married, which was the next year, for me, I told her, I said, wear my dress, because she didn't have any, none of us had any money.
Yeah.
And so she married a sailor at that time, and he became,
An attorney.
what?
A lawyer.
A lawyer. He became a lawyer.
Right.
And,
Because in those days, when you were in the military, you could go to 2-lane free.
Right.
oh, yeah.
And I guess
So
and-
Grandpa, he
Well,
went for a year,
He
right?
could have gone free,
He could
too,
have, yeah.
but he only went 1 year, and didn't make it, so he quit.
But then he had many successful businesses after that, right?
Yes.
Well, he had a friend who later married his sister, and he got a degree
Maurice.
in pharmacy and engineering.
Mm.
But he's a
both degrees.
pharmacist who used his own drugs. Okay.
Oh.
And then,
And Doris divorced him.
Oh.
oh yeah,
But they had
wow.
two children
He
first.
was bad. Well, he became an addict. You know, he took everybody's drugs from his drugstore. He knew everybody's name. He knew everything that they prescribed for, everything. He was so smart, but yet he was taking drugs, and that was it.
But what did Grandpa do? Did he have a construction company or?
He had a construction company. He did everything he could to make money.
He was in the pool business. He built a pool across the street.
Miss Dady's pool,
Dady's pool.
where all of us grew up swimming in the
All
neighborhood.
of us learned how to swim.
Yep.
Yeah, and then he met Mr. Williams. Then he had a real good, steady job.
Yeah.
And Mr. Williams is a very wealthy man. We looked up his grandpa's,
I think he
History.
his great grandpa.
his great-grandpa. Quite a man.
Now, Grandma, how long were you and Grandpa married before he died?
33 years,
33 years?
that's all.
It did seem like longer. But Grandpa died. What year did Grandpa die?
Let's see.
84.
84.
March
Yeah.
27th.
So had Grandpa lived as long as you, y'all would have been married how long this year?
God.
42
Okay.
till
Let's see. He was
2017.
24 when we got married, and I was 23. So that'd be a long time, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, 23 from 96 is what.
I don't know. Can't do
I
math.
don't know.
I was just
Yeah,
trying to
over-
figure out if
over 50 years.
over
I'm
50
sure.
years y'all would have been married.
How would you
Yeah.
just say forever?
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously y'all would have been married forever. I was just trying to figure out
70-something years.
He would have been
70
old,
something
too.
years. Yeah.
It'd
Okay.
be a long time.
Grandpa was
I know
born in
that.
1918.
Oh.
He
Gotcha.
was.
73 years.
He died.
There you go. They would have been married 73 years this year if he would still be alive.
This August, yeah.
Yep.
He died about 3 months before Mikey was born.
Yes.
And so
But he knew about Mikey.
Right. Mom was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
She just
Yeah.
hadn't had the baby yet.
that's all he knew. He knew about her, but nothing else. He knew about you. That's all.
Yeah.
But
Well, I was yeah, about 11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were
11.
11 then.
Yeah.
but he was so sick at the time that she was conceived that he. I don't think he wasn't enthusiastic about anything. You know, he was very, very ill.
Yeah.
And, well, that's all. What else do you want to know?
Nothing. That's good. And so, I mean, with Grandpa and with the help of your friend Ina and your brother, you
Yeah.
and Grandpa had a really good life, and y'all built a nice
yeah.
life. And
When I was 21, I became a nurse.
Mhm.
And I always earned my own living from then on. Never asked anybody for anything.
Yep. And now you're a rich old lady.
You know?
She's a
with
rich
a-
widow woman.
That's right.
Not
And
rich.
available, guys. She's single.
Not rich, but enough to, pay my own way.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you, Grandma, for that interview. We
Is that
appreciate
enough?
it. That is enough. Thank
We
you.
love you.
We love you.
Okay.